Going?
Ah, good, Pam. How are you?
Good. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to work on today and kind of get a feeling of, your long game and your goals and, a little bit about what you're looking for in your ball flight.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm going to interview you with some questions. How many times a week do you play golf?
Usually 5 or more.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you feel like, you practice a lot too, or no?
I don't practice as much as I should.
Okay, so you play more than you practice?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. All right, so a couple things I want to know is, do you think you're a visual learner? You like the sound of the shot, or you're a feel person?
I'd say all 3 make a lot of difference for me. I take all of it in.
Okay,
so,
good.
Yeah.
All right, but what do you think is your number one thing?
Probably more visual than anything.
Okay, so you like the look of how your ball flies?
Yes, definitely.
What about from learning point of view, left brain, right brain? When you go into your closet, are your shirts or sweaters organized in colors, or are you just a big picture type person?
I'd say more by colors.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're left brain.
Yeah.
So you're pretty organized, you like step by step?
A little bit more so, I think.
All right, good.
Yeah.
All right, so today we're going to work on your long game. What's your goal for today?
Probably just to get a more consistent ball flight, and I'm pretty good as far as knowing my club distances,
Okay.
but probably just consistency in shot shape, and kind of knowing where I'm going to land the ball.
Okay. Okay. So if I said to you, like, what's your normal shot shape? A little right?
A little right, definitely.
Okay. Now let's look at your clubs. Have you had your clubs fitted before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So you're comfortable with the length, the shaft? Because I see it's a medium, which is like a senior shaft. You like
Yes, I love it.
Like the feel?
I like the feel a lot.
How old are they?
They're actually about 8 years old right now.
Okay.
My irons.
So
I was
they're
actually thinking maybe,
Get some new ones?
yeah,
Okay.
might be time
Well,
soon.
technology's changed, but I like the shaft. It's a senior shaft, which is great. It's not quite a women's, it's not quite a men's.
Yeah, I have a faster swing speed than I think a lot of women, so
Okay. So you like a little bit stiffer.
I like it a little bit stiffer.
Okay, so what about good bag?
Do you want to list all this out?
We only have 30 minutes. Where you are for safety reasons. So why don't you warm up a little bit? Let me take a look at your swing. I'll probably look at you from the front, from the back, and then we'll just talk about, your short-term goals, long-term goals.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, sounds good.
Good. So, take a couple practice swings. So what did you think about that one? Because again, we're aiming towards that white, see that white birch?
The white
which is
birch
nice.
out
Yeah.
there?
Yep.
That's what I was looking at.
Feel
Thought
good?
It was pretty good. It felt good.
How about on the club?
Distance-wise, it was about right for me. I'm hitting an 8-iron
Okay.
right now. Usually that gets me somewhere around
120?
120, 130.
Okay.
So,
Good.
yeah.
We're just taking it low. Okay, so that's a little left, right? Of
Yep.
your target.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit. Well, I like the distance, but a little left. Okay.
Yep.
So let's talk about kind of aiming.
Okay.
So let's just for practice purposes as well as playing, you always want to get into a good discipline. Put yourself down, put the alignment stick down. You can use a club.
Yep.
Point something at your target line so that you can line your feet up parallel to it.
Okay.
Because again, you can get sloppy with it. So again, if you start to aim a little left or right, you're going to manipulate your swing to get to the target. And you don't want to do that. So you want to just kind of set down a nice little alignment stick so you can set your feet up parallel to that.
Okay.
Let's try that now. And just remember too, what I like about your golf swing is, it's solid, you have a good finish, good balance. Just remember you want to stay behind the ball. Okay, so when you take a practice swing, you want to make sure your weight gets a little bit back and then finish forward.
Okay.
Let's do it with this one. Just don't get in front of it. Okay? So now look at kind of the divot. Go forward, right?
Yep.
Okay. So let's take another practice swing. Are you familiar where the divot should be?
Like right in front of the ball. It
Right.
should kind of start on the ball and through it.
Yep. Okay, so let's do another practice swing. And then what we'll do is hit the ball, and then we'll talk about like short-term goals, long-term goals. Good. I like that one. See the difference?
Yes.
Okay, so if you hit ball first,
Yep.
right, the ball goes up, there's your divot. This one was a little bit in
bit
front. Yeah, so again, if you get in front of the ball when you take the club back and you get a little bit in front of it, you're going to get in front of it on the downswing. So just stay behind it. Okay. Yeah, thing. Straight on. So again, you said your short-term goal is basically a little bit more consistency.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So what I'd like to do is kind of make your short-term goal a little bit more obtainable. So if we say, okay, the next 5 balls or 6 balls, we hit like 3 out of 6 that we really like.
Okay.
But just again, watch your feet. Make sure you match them up parallel, because right now, don't move. If you look at your feet, so look where your feet are aiming. A little bit right of your target.
Right in the target.
Right. And you're smarter than you think. You start saying, okay, I see my target a little left, my feet are aimed a little right, so what am I going to do? Manipulate my swing.
Right.
So let's even go a little bit closer from this point of view.
Okay.
Let's match them up parallel so that we can match our feet a little bit better to our target line. So let's go from there.
Okay.
Stay behind it. What do you think of that one?
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Ball flight.
Yeah.
Did it feel crisp?
It felt very crisp, and like one of the things traditionally is that I hit the ball very high,
Right.
so that could be that divot that's like really far in front of the
Right.
ball.
Yep.
But that felt pretty good and clean and not too high.
Okay. So let's do a practice swing again. And I want you to take the club back.
Yep.
And hold it in your back position. I'm going to come in. Hold it. Okay, so now again, make sure you're there. You want inside right foot,
Okay.
not here. Because
Okay.
then your weight's a little forward, right?
Right.
So think about if your weight's a little forward, you're going to come in slightly back. Okay,
Right.
so you're going to
Okay,
catch it
feel that.
and look at your club face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Club face is open.
Right, so again, you're going to get a little bit different ball flight.
Okay.
So again, don't go crazy with it. Take a practice swing and just feel like when you take that club back,
Yep.
if you had to on your practice swing, what I want you to do, Steph, is kind of just lift up your front foot.
Okay.
Just see if you can do it. Yeah. It's called the walkthrough drill. It's just a kind of a different feeling. But again, a lot of us, we get this way, we go up, and if you see my shadow,
Yeah.
my weight's forward.
Weight's
so,
forward.
Right, so how are you going to come through? Back, but you're strong enough that you can manipulate it, you can get through it, and get your weight forward.
Okay.
We want to stay behind it. So a good thing to do is, even as crazy as it is, my shadow, I can kind of use that as a good drill.
Yep.
So I can see myself forward. So if I put myself, if I grab a club, and I set myself up, and I get set up, because your setup is good. Grip's good, posture's good, feet, I would just worry about your
My
parallel.
alignment. Yep.
But again, if I get up here and I go like this, I can see my shadow.
Yeah. I
My
can
head's
see
in
it.
front of it. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just a good visual. And you said you're about visual. Let's try another one. Nice and easy, practice swing. Then we'll talk a little bit about routine. Stay behind it. I like that. Did you like that?
I felt that. That felt good.
Did you feel like your weight was back?
Yeah. And it felt nice and it felt like my weight came forward pretty like consistently.
And easy.
Yeah.
So when you talked about other sports, what other sports? What are you familiar with?
I ski, I snowboard, I used to play softball.
Okay, so think about skiing and snowboarding. If your weight's back, right, you're a little out of control.
Yeah.
So again, you want to be more centered, which is what a dress is. You think about softball, right? You want to finish when you're swinging that bat. You want to finish with your weight forward.
Right.
You never want to finish back. So again, there's a lot of comparisons.
Yeah.
So it should be good. I mean, that's a great thing. So let's try another one.
Okay.
And again, we can do. I'll tell you what. This is a great drill too. Let's do another practice swing.
Yep.
So if here's your ball,
Okay.
you're gonna put your club here. And let's just take a look at where your divot's gonna be, so we can kind of judge it from there. Yeah. So again, your divot started here, a little bit behind. Let's try one more. Let's see. Move it up a little bit here. So again, your ball is there. So technically, your divot starts here, goes slightly forward. Stay back. There we go. Look at the divot.
Right
Front.
through it.
Yep.
That's good.
That's a good visual, and also it's something you can work on. Let's say if you can't go to the range, you go to your backyard.
Yep.
You put a tee down, kind of
Yeah.
see where you are.
No,
Just
that's
try
a
and hold
helpful
on.
tool. Okay.
Stay behind it. Nothing else. Good setup. Feet look good. Oh, what do you think of that one?
I love that.
Yeah.
I like
Feel
I like the feel of that. I like
solid.
the sound of it.
Good
I
balance.
yeah, I feel really balanced on the end too, like finish wise.
Good. Yeah, and that's what you. The other thing is, a lot of the golf swings, finish it, look at it, pose it, feel it, ask yourself, are you balanced, which you were, and be like, hey, that's where I want to be.
Yeah.
If you're a little off here, then something happened, and usually what that is from is, again, if you get forward, you're going to come in back, and you're going to hold these hips from getting square.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try another one. Good. So again, we'll try another one, and then we'll try, like maybe 2 out of 5. I like it. Oh, I like that one. How was that one?
That felt good.
Okay, I didn't
A
even.
little high.
That's okay, but that's something that you have to work on. But look at your divot.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
it
was
on
right in
it
front
was
of the
mud.
ball.
Yeah, it was
That
mud.
was like right through the ball.
I didn't even, to be honest, I didn't look at the ball flight, but I just heard the sound.
Yeah.
For me,
It sounded good.
it sounded really good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Excellent. All right, let's try. And I know you talked about your goals. And let's try to get 3 out of 5 that we like.
Okay.
Sound, visual, feel. Always, and what I really like about what you do is, your practice swing. So let's do a practice swing.
Okay.
Nice. Good. I don't like it as much as the other one. What about you?
The sound was a little bit off for me. It sounded a little bit heavy.
Okay.
Ball flight was a little high,
Yep. A little fat, I think.
and it felt fat.
Okay.
You
Let's
know?
try another one. Ooh,
That I like.
yeah, I do. I like that.
Everything about that. That felt good.
Good pose. Yeah.
Feel balanced.
Look at your divot. It was good.
Sound was good.
Excellent. Good. So that's 1
All right.
out of 5. And again, I know 2 out of 5 sounds kind of, easy, but you got to remember that you talked about you play a lot, but you don't practice a lot.
Right.
So it's different when you practice. It's a different game. When you take it out in the course, it's a whole different mentality.
Definitely.
So let's try another one. Excellent.
Oh,
kind of pulled in a little bit. Just I don't. To me, you didn't look comfortable over the ball. I don't know. Maybe it was.
I think I rushed it.
Yeah, you kind of like you didn't complete the backswing.
Yeah.
Kind of hurried it. So don't rush the downswing. Think of again. A lot of golf is tempo.
Yeah.
And you said, you know, a little bit about your background. Don't worry about thinking about slow. Just keep it, you know. Slow it's hard, but you're not really, when people say slow it down, you're not really going that slow. Just complete that backswing. Stay behind it.
Oh, fat.
Oh, fat. Yeah, and you can look. But what's good is, if you see your divot, it was back, a little bit that way left.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
you know, we just kind of didn't complete it, got a little quick. Okay, so we got 1 out of 5. And then, no, there's no pressure, but you can see how hard it is.
Yeah, it is.
Take your time. And here's the other thing. Let's go back to about staying behind it. If you take that club back and you get forward,
Yep.
where are you going to hit?
Down and back on it.
Yeah. So then what are you going to do? You're going to have to try to force through it.
Right.
And that's what happened a little bit. So just kind of, you know, stay behind it. What do you think of that one?
I liked it. I liked the sound.
Yeah, it's good. Chris?
Yeah.
I think it was good. I mean, that's again up to you, but it sounded great.
Yeah. It felt good. It felt. It was one of those like that shot feel that's like effortless.
Right.
You know, you hit it and you don't even feel that
Right,
you hit it.
Right. No power.
Right.
Like it should be not a whole lot of energy. If you have to put a lot of energy to it, then something's wrong.
It's too much.
Okay, so let's talk about again working on your feet, getting them parallel.
Okay.
So, and again, I think you're pretty smart about your pre-shot routine.
Yeah.
But remember, you always come in from behind, so we're going to work a little bit on that. Come in from behind. Think about something in line with your target, intermediate target area. Maybe, and again, it's based on the individual. It can be anywhere up to 6 feet, something closer. It can be even further, but maybe you want to think about something closer.
Yep.
Pick a point.
Yep.
And then when you walk in, again, when you walk in, you want to set your club first. So
Right.
if this is my intermediate target area, this little dirt,
Yep.
set your club first and then move your body around it.
Okay.
So most people, and I haven't seen your pre-shot routine, but most people go in and set their body up and then their club. Set your club up first and then move your body around it.
Okay.
But what I think you should definitely do is when you're practicing, lie these alignment sticks down. Because again, your tendency is to get a little like that.
I get a little closed on.
Right. And then, so you're aiming right, and your target's left, so again, you're going to manipulate the club. So let's
Yeah.
look at your pre-shot routine
Okay.
and add that to the game a little bit.
All right.
Okay, so when you're ready, you tell me.
I'm ready.
Yeah, so, and then just look here. And come back. So again, you tend to aim a little bit right.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe when you go in, think about setting your right foot first, and then your left.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's just figure that out here. And again, it's all by individual. But again, your tendency is to get your left foot a little forward. So maybe you gotta bring it back and be like, ooh, might look like it's a little bit open,
Yep.
but when we do toe to toe, we'll see something different.
Okay.
So let's do that. So I think again, your feet, your alignment's a little bit off. Just stay behind it. What did you think of that one? Feel-wise, sound?
It felt a little heavy.
Okay.
It didn't have that crisp feel to it. I didn't mind the ball flight. It's a little lower than I normally hit it.
Okay. Okay. Good miss, right?
Yeah.
That's playable. That's what we want.
That's playable.
Let's start from behind again.
Okay.
Again, you're a little aimed left. Excuse me, right. Aimed right of your target. The left foot's a little forward.
Okay.
So let's try again. Let's give you a good lie here.
Okay.
Remember, feet parallel. There you go. Good. Better aim.
Yeah.
What else?
It felt better than
Did
that
it?
last one. Yeah.
Okay. And
Didn't
again,
feel as heavy on that.
okay. Good. Okay, so let's put another 5 out. Let's try this. And again, incorporate the practice swing, which you always do. Kind of evaluate where your divot is. Stay behind it. So take a practice swing. Good. Do one more. And now once you take it back, and just kind of stay back. Stay back, yeah. See how you get a little forward?
Yeah, I felt that.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that was good,
I like that.
I think.
That felt good.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, that was good, I thought.
The ball flight
That's
was good on
one.
that.
Yeah. And again, it's very easy to get forward.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
then again,
I
you
mean,
gotta, we don't want to do that.
I
Okay.
think that's natural for me because of the softball.
Yeah,
Like, I was always really fast through my swing, and I usually always pulled the ball.
right.
So it seems like,
Well, pull and think, pull.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, too, is you gotta remember, too, is you can manipulate, you're strong up here.
Yep.
But again, if you get too forward, you're gonna have to manipulate something else to get it.
to get it through.
Right. So, you're just gonna stay behind it. So do another practice swing and hold it at the top. Hold. Okay. Where's your weight?
I feel like it's on my back foot.
Okay, good. That's all I want. Good. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to, great drill is, if you know, when you practice, obviously you'll be able to pick up that left leg.
Right.
Then your weight's back.
Okay.
Yep, good. What'd you think of that one?
Felt unbalanced.
Yeah, you didn't quite finish, right?
No.
Kind of finished,
Kind of
flat-footed.
I fell back.
All right, so think about where's your weight? Forward,
Right.
because then how are you going to come in? Back.
Back.
And again, you're strong enough, you can, but you can't get through it. Okay. Try a couple more. And again, when you know, practice, it's just a great drill. Be able to pick up that front foot.
Yep.
Yeah, good. It's like chewing gum and walking. No, it's hard.
It
But
is
that's-
hard.
It's a good drill, though. Again, you can kind of see there it is.
Yeah.
I mean, is your miss that bad? No. But this is not what you're used to.
Well, it's not. There's no consistency in it.
Exactly. And that's why you gotta stay behind it. So let's try a little something to stay behind it. Just try to shorten your swing a smidge.
Okay.
And I mean this. If I take the club back, try to stop here instead of,
All the way through.
yeah. And again, it's nothing crazy, but something to kind of feel, keep that weight back. Oh, I like that. Okay, that's all right. Now take a divot. Don't worry about the size, just feel weight back. Yeah, good. How'd that feel?
It felt good.
Good. What do you think of that one?
I like it.
Yeah.
I
Just
like the ball flight. Yeah.
felt easy.
Yeah, it did.
Because again, your energy, it shouldn't be like you have to work hard.
I almost wonder if I'm going back too far in
Well,
my swing.
Well, that's what happens sometimes when you get big, because you feel like you can turn a lot, but we get this way.
And then you lean.
Right, instead of
pitch
turning
forward.
this way, we get this way.
Right, you pitch it forward
Right.
more.
And everybody's like, oh, you need a big swing. It's not a big swing. It's actually, it's the right movement.
Okay.
So now, let's kind of recap it. We'll do 2 more balls.
All right.
So a couple things we worked on. One is alignment, because again, that is something that is a fundamental. So again, if you aim left, you can tendency to come over it, make it go right. The other thing is just kind of shorten your swing a smidge, or a little bit, just to stay back. And that's, you know, really what you want to do. And you can just work on that, those drills. The other drill is, you know, picking up your left foot in the middle, you know, in the backswing and your practice swing, and then just put it on the ball. Just repetition, repetition, repetition. So let's do 2 more and see how we do. Good practice swing. Where'd you hit?
Behind it.
Okay, so where'd you get? What about your swing? Did you get forward?
Yeah. I pitched. I could feel
Yeah,
it actually.
yeah, so that's where you're going to hit, behind it. Oh, I like that one. What do you think of that one?
That felt good.
Good. Stay behind it. Nice and short. What did you think of that one?
That was good.
Yeah, it was. Nice divot. Good. We'll do 1 more and then we'll kind of just go over everything.
Okay.
See if you have any questions.
All right.
Good practice swing. What do you think of your practice swing?
Felt a little fast.
Okay, so try another one. Don't rush it. What do you think of that one?
Oh, that's good.
1 more. Don't be afraid to take your practice swings. There you go. That's what you want to hear, right?
Yeah.
Good sound.
Round.
Yep. What do you think?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not
Right?
bad. It was a good miss.
Yeah, it was a little fat,
A
but
little fat, but I liked the direction.
okay. Well, your setup is better. So we'll kind of recap it. You have any questions? Remember, your short-term goals, make it obtainable, measurable. You don't need like, you know, 10 out of 10. You got to do like 4 out of 10. Because again, you have tendency to go out and play more than you practice.
Yeah.
Try to practice a little bit more and just try to set your goals. Set down alignment sticks.
Yep.
And just remember, your shadow is a great drill. If you put your ball on the left side of your head,
Yep.
right here, and then your shadow, so then when you go back, you can see if your head gets in front of it, you're getting forward. So again, if I take the club back and I stay behind, I can see that I'm behind the ball.
Yep.
Any questions?
I don't think so. I think it's more of just trying to practice more and
Yeah,
working
just
it
shorten
out.
it up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to get big. Remember, big makes it more room for error.
Yeah.
So.
I think the one thing I take away is that I may be trying to take the club back too far.
Yeah, and you need to get in front of it.
And I don't need to, because I can still. It seems I can still get the same distance
Yep.
by not bringing it back that far. So.
Yeah, because it's all about impact, how the club comes in and hits the ball.
Right.
Good. All right. Well,
Okay.
hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.